betting.com. We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour. Give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here on the drive-thru, Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern time. It's over live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern time and later. And deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at SCP Betting. Let's take a look at who's on the show with us here for today. Oh, got the right screen up. Here we go. With us, we got Ninos with us. Big Al McMordie. Chris Ruffolo, Rod Zawacky is with us as well. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. We've got Ruffolo, McMordie, Ninos, Zawacky, and then I will close this one out. All right, 10-game card here from the NBA. Some college hoops as well as NHL. So let's get this one underway. Let's welcome in Chris Ruffolo. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Catch him every day at 10 a.m. Eastern time. It's the morning show with Mitch and Rod Zawacky. Also part of the video series at Pick Dogs, at Puck Dogs with Rod with those NHL videos. So make sure you check them out over on the channel. So let's go ahead and bring in Chris right now. I think we'll be ready to go here in just a second. Chris, what's happening?
Tony, it's hard to even keep my head on straight sometimes with how much is going on over at Pick Dogs and SCP Betting, but plugging along just in the middle of that storm that we all love with all the sports going on at this time of year.
No doubt about that. Tonight we're going on ESPN2 here. They're calling Louisville. Some people are calling them Pouilleville. Louisville here at home here against Kentucky. Western Kentucky here is the favorite. I'm not used to putting that plus in front of them, but they're minus 7.5, total 134.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone could blame you for that, Tony. I mean, yeah, this Louisville team, man, what else can you say other than just how bad they have been over the course of this season? Bringing a new coach, you think that maybe there's, going to be a change of philosophy, the culture's going to improve, and you go ahead and lose your first 9 games of the season. The only thing that could make it worse is if you were Cal, who's had the worst start for a power conference team in history, losing their first 11 games. But now we go back to the KFC Yum Center, and Western Kentucky comes into this game as what I feel is just the much better team. And for me, with Louisville, it's just a sign, or it's just a case of I have to see it before I believe it with this Cardinals team. The problem for the Cardinals has been multiple things: turnovers and prolonged scoring drought. And I've often said, when you cut the head off of the snake, the production will stop for the Cardinals. You shut down L. Ellis, which a lot of people have figured out that is the key to success against Louisville this season. It's been bad. This Louisville team, you look at a lot of their numbers, 310th in terms of adjusted offensive efficiency. They're 360th in points per game, putting up 56.9 points per game. They're 350 turnover percentage to turn the ball over once almost every 4 possessions. And, 328th three-point percentage, 358th in two-point percentage. If you shut them down outside, you funnel them inside, and they have to deal with a 7'5" center from Western Kentucky, Jamarion Sharp. So I don't think there's any way that Louisville has any sort of success in this game. I look for Western Kentucky to win this one by double digits on the road. Give it the Hilltoppers.
Road wins and covers, says Chris here in this one. Western Kentucky laying 7.5 here against Louisville. I was quick I looked at this game. My head says just fade Louisville. I kind of looked at their game by game. And they really were pounded here by the major conference schools. Now, against the mid-major schools, some of them were ugly. They were competitive with 1-point losses in all 3 of those games. And here is Western Kentucky, a mid-major here, laying points that you expect a major conference school to lay in this one.
Yeah, and for me, I tend to do that, the same thing that you just mentioned, Tony. I kind of look at quality of competition. Where is it similar? And you mentioned the 1-point losses to mid-majors like Bellarmine, Wright State, and App State. All teams ranked 200th or worse in the KenPom rankings. And yeah, like you said, they played a murderer's row of competition: Arkansas, Texas Tech, Cincinnati, Maryland, and Miami. But then you have a team that's kind of in the middle in Florida State that they played last time out. A Florida State team that I believe only had 1 win going into that game as well. And Louisville lost that game by 22 points, even on the road. I know they go back home to play Western Kentucky here, but home court doesn't fix the problems that this Louisville team has on the floor, in my opinion. It's not like you can just take some of these teams, find a couple people in the stands, and all of a sudden find a diamond in the rough, and they're going to come out and put up 20 points. The reality is that this Louisville team is just struggling, and I think Western Kentucky is just getting a chance to kick Big Brother when they're down and take down a Power 5 opponent.
That's right. He's going to continue to fade on Poolville. We got the Western Kentucky lane 7.5 here against Poolville. This one will have a start time here of, I know that's going to catch on. It's 9 Eastern time over on ESPN2. All right, Chris, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs for tonight's action. As we know, 10-game board here from the NBA, some NHL as well. Chris has been on absolute fire on the pucks on the ice this NHL season. 2,518 units of profit. Also, look at the NFL here, over 1,300 units of profit. Also showing profit here in the NBA for this season. So Chris put up some impressive numbers. All right, tonight a little bit of everything. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs?
Well, Tony, I got those Feast Week shirts in the mail. They're going to start getting shipped out, and I'm going to get Poolville shirts drawn up too. But yeah, no, for me tonight, I got a couple things on the go. I got my NHL power play for tonight. We hit the power play yesterday with the Capitals on the puck line, hoping to make it back to back here. Also got that play as part of my Wednesday Top Tips 3-pack, where you'll get 2 NBA plays as well as that NHL power play. Also got a Wednesday college basketball 5-point swing, my 5 best bets for the college hoops card for $50. Guys, we always talk about it. This is the time to hop on long term. You know, the 3-day will get you, college hoops and NFL for Thursday night, NBA, NHL, and we got a loaded college hoops card on Saturday, and we're going to probably get those plays in on Friday night. So definitely want to make sure that you have that. We'll have the plays in for Saturday night going into the NFL on Sunday. So definitely a 3-day worth taking the shot on, because rather than buying each package individually tonight, get you an extra 2 days worth of plays. So check that out and see we've been on fire in the NHL. Whether it's just with me or someone else you pair up as part of the 2-for-1 capital promotion, I can tell you can't go wrong. And remember to use that promo code PICK for 15% off any purchase of $25 or more. That's
right. I got a board here with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the great results here. 2,518 units of profit in NHL. There's all documented over at Pick Dogs. Great results in NFL, great results in NBA as well. So get on board with Chris Ruffolo over at Pick Dogs Premium. He's got his featured plays up there on the board right now. He does a 3-pack where he puts together NBA, NHL 2+1 combo pack, a 3-pack. So get on board there. Of course, that is a credit guarantee, meaning it must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. Right there, that is credit guarantee. Also, Chris is in action with a $15 premium. It comes to the NHL tonight, so get on board there. Also, that is also part of the 3-pack. So if you choose a 3-pack, no need to buy them both. Just buy the 3-pack, and you're covered there with Chris's $15 best bet premium tonight. Also, he's in board with a 5-pack here from college basketball, so some pretty good action there from Chris. But instead of buying all these plays individually, you may opt for Chris's 7-day All Sports Pass if you want to try them out. All of Chris's premium plays for 7 days, including all his NBA, all his college hoops. Remember, NFL we've got here Thursday, we got NFL Saturday, Sunday, Monday, so it's covered there. The college bowls here begin here on Friday, so you'll get some coverage there as well. Friday and Saturday cards here from college football bowls into next week. NHL and more. If he's involved in World Cup, if he's involved in MMA, that's also part. It's an all sports pass, so get on board there. Add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. You can also you can also use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. All right, Chris, it's always great having your show. Keep up the great work. We'll talk with you again next week. And, of course, we can catch you there with the Puck Dogs video series with Rod. And, of course, every day, 10 a.m. Eastern time with that morning show.
Yeah, you definitely, check out those videos with myself and Rod. We've been killing it with the NHL picks. We've got a parlay coming up. We hit our last parlay, so definitely check that out. Also got the soccer stuff with Gorham. We're gonna have soccer shows on the weekend with the World Cup final on Sunday as well. And like you said, Tony, the morning show every day at 10 a.m. I'm happy with what I'm doing. Love what I'm doing at Pick Dogs, and wouldn't trade it for anything.
Wouldn't trade for anything. That's right. They throw, even after all this college hoops, they even throw the World Cup at you, too. So that's a lot. Yeah. There's a big plate there. But no small plates, big plates. You're all in. All right, Chris, have a great week. We'll talk next week.
Sounds good, Tony. Thanks.
You got Chris Ruffolo here on the drive through. Guys, reminder, we'll recap at the end of the show. I get a lot of people signing in here. Let's continue on here. Let's head out to beautiful Southern California here. Beautiful weather out this week. Welcome in to Big Al McMordie. Also might think it's a little chilly, but I don't know. I kind of like it this way. If I'm over at Pick Dogs Premium, doing great work over on the site. You can catch them year to date. It's been fantastic. Let's bring them in right now. Big Al, what's happening?
Not much. Just enjoying the month of December. My favorite time of year.
Great time of year indeed. Tonight we're going over to the NBA here as the Spurs are home to the Trailblazers. Trailblazers are putting up some points. So we've seen some high point totals of late. They're laying 7.5, total 231.
Yeah, I've been a San Antonio Spurs fan for about 45 years. So, they're my team for better or worse. But they had that 11-game losing streak earlier this month. They snapped that when they upset Houston as a 2-point home dog. They then went on the road and they upset the Miami Heat as a 12-point road dog. And then they came back home and they pulled off yet another upset against the Cleveland Cavaliers as a big underdog. So they're off back-to-back, huge underdog wins. And when you get NBA teams that are off back-to-back wins as 8-point or greater underdogs, those teams over the last 33 seasons, they've only covered the spread 38%. And even worse, if they're on a 3-0 straight up and against the spread streak, as San Antonio is, then that 38% goes all the way down to 22%. So this is a time I'm just going to go against San Antonio and look for them to kind of, revert to form here after that 3-game straight up and against the spread win streak. They should go back to their losing ways. I'm going to lay the points with Portland.
All right, Big Al says lay the points, lay the 7.5 here with Portland here against the San Antonio Spurs. And if you've been watching this Portland Trailblazers team, when you got all those big three healthy, man, they're a scoring machine. You got Simons, you got Lillard, and you got Anthony, and you've got Jeremy Grant, who came from over Detroit. They've been pretty impressive offensively when they got all three in the lineup.
Yeah, no, I mean, Portland's been one of the surprises this year. I think they're, they've been playing really, really, really well. So, hopefully they can just do it tonight and
put up about a 130, 140 spot on them. They're capable of doing that.
Against San Antonio. I mean, San Antonio's got the worst defense in the league. So, if you can't do it against San Antonio, you can't do it against anybody.
Yeah, the way they've been putting points up against Timberwolves, you figure they can go in there and put at least a $135, $140 on them. Trailblazers laying 7.5 here against the Spurs. This one will have a start time of 8 Eastern time. All right, Big Al, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight's actions. We put up there fantastic numbers here for 2022, 3,314 units of profit over at Pick Dodge Premium, top of the leaderboard. Remember, last year was a top unit producer in 2021, doing the same thing here in 2022 as we round out the year. Great results here from Big Al. We've got, big NBA card, 10 games up there, some college hoops, as well as hockey on the board. Head into the Bulls begin Friday. What do you have going over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I've got one play in the NBA. It's kind of a contrarian play. It'll surprise a lot of people, but it's going to win. So that's up there right now. We're 47-29, our last 76 overall. I've got 6 plays in college basketball. I've got a 5-game package. I'm the last 13 5-game packages. We've had 12 winning 5-packs and 1 losing 5-pack. And then I've also got a college basketball elite info play. That's also a pretty surprising play. That'll surprise a lot of people too. So 7 basketball plays in all today. I'm going to pass on hockey. And I've also already posted 3 NFL plays for Sunday. I might be in action tomorrow on Thursday. There's some injury situations that I want to get clarity on before I jump in. And then I'll have probably 2 plays on Saturday, and maybe overall on Sunday, when all is said and done, probably about 6 or 7 plays.
There you go. Get on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dodge Prim. Some great results, as you can see here for 2022, 3,314 units of profit. These numbers are all documented. You can verify that by going over to Big Al's handicapper page over at Pick Dodge. Go down to Pick History. You can check it out. I mean, he is just rolling here, showing great profit in college hoops, college football, NFL, NBA, college basketball. He's been on fire here. So get on board here with Big Al McMordie. Feature play up there is Big Al's 100% 8 no ATS NCAAB Hoops Elite Info play. That's up there right now on the board, as is a triple pack here from the NFL, NBA High Roller plays. And again, it's and also in action with a 5-pack here over at Pick Dodge, where he's cashed 12 of his past 13. So Big Al's been on fire, so get on board here. We would suggest really go with the long-term pass. You may consider Big Al's 1-month all-sports pass. Get all of Big Al's premium plays here for a month. That would include every single bowl game, right? All the bowl games, all 41. Plus, we've got the.
Well, I don't release plays on every bowl game.
Oh, I know that.
I might have. Yeah, I just want to make that clear.
Yeah.
I might have plays on like 18 to 25 of the 40 some bowl games.
Yeah.
I want to have plays on all of them.
Yeah, there's going to be 41 bowl games. There's also the championship game, so he'll pick from those. Also, that will also cover the final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season. Is also in play there. So lots of action there with that 1-month all sports pass, NBA, NHL. So get on board there with Big Al with that 1-month pass. Use the promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Big Al, it's always great having you on the show. We'll talk again tomorrow, but I know you shot the NFL show this afternoon here with Mitch and with Jay.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun, as it always is. A lot of great information. I really enjoy, working with Jay and with Mitch. So folks should check that out. It'll be on archive, throughout the week. But we've got a game, tomorrow, so folks should watch it tonight.
All right, check him out there. Big Al McMordie. All right, Big Al, have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
Thanks. Good luck, Tony.
You got it. Big Al McMordie here on the drive-thru. Guys, again, if you miss any picks, we'll recap here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're going over the Skype world and welcome in El Ninos. If I'm over at Pick Dogs Prim, doing great work up there. Let's see if we can pull in El Ninos. So let's get El Ninos in right now. I think we're ready to roll with El. El, what's happening?
I'm pretty good. How are you doing, Tony?
Doing great. All right, here we go tonight at 9 Eastern time. NBA action. Nuggets here to host the Wizards. Nuggets laying 9.5, total 226.5, but you're going to be looking at this one on a quarter basis.
9.5. I see that up to 11 and juiced now. A couple injury news here for it's been out for a while now for the Wizards. No Bradley Beal, no Porzingis tonight. Kyle Kuzma will be going for them. So they might end up keeping this one within the single digits and don't quite feel as comfortable laying the 11 and really don't feel too comfortable taking 11 points here either with these injuries I just mentioned. But where I'd rather be is laying the 2 possessions or 4 points actually with the Nuggets in the first quarter. And I don't know, just feel a bit better there, just laying 4 points rather than the whole 11 for the whole game. I think it's a game they should get out to a good start and maintain a comfortable lead throughout the whole game. But 11 points, still 11 points. So I'd rather just be worried about 4.
All right, so El Ninos here says worry about 4, 3.5, 4. So do your shopping and maybe some updated lines since these graphics were made about an hour ago. So El Ninos here on this one here with the Nuggets. There's not a whole lot of defense being played here by the Wizards of late. It's been kind of a struggle for them. Also, they've been missing a lot of their shooters, and we're going to see that again tonight here based on that injury report right now for Washington. Every time you look at Denver, this is a team, and it's mostly on the road where they struggle defensively. But again, you're going here with the first half. We're not taking the full 11.5 yet. That's been a big move here. Jokic was hot in the last game as they get that win, hitting 55% from the field. And you kind of look here at the Wizards over their past 10. They're giving up 119 points per 100 possessions. And the Nuggets are scoring 120 per 100 possessions. So we're seeing 2 teams here that are we're looking at a team here, the Nuggets, who are scoring, and we're looking at the Wizards team that's really struggling defensively.
Yeah, and no Beal or Porzingis is not going to help the Wizards offense, that's for sure. So look for them to struggle on that end, and especially at the start of the game, as I said, just trying to figure out an offensive game plan and a way to attack this Nuggets defense, which may not be the best in the league, but I think they should look okay against this lineup tonight.
All right, so we got El Ninos here on the Nuggets. First quarter, lay the 3.5 to 4 against the Wizards. This one will have a start time here of 9 p.m. Eastern time. All right, El Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Prim for tonight's action. As where we'll get the right results here from El Ninos. 1,114 units of profit last 7 days. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Prim. So El Ninos has been on fire here, also showing good profit over the last 30 days as well. So a 10-game board here from the NBA. We have a few from hockey, some college hoops as well. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Got 3-pack in the NBA, got my best bet in the NHL, and that's about all I got going. Extra play in the NBA for everyone on the long-term passes. Fortunately, soccer is going off early, so before we get on the drive-thru, so you gotta check for those before the drive-thru. But still got lots of action in the NBA, and my best bet in the small card that we got in the NHL.
That's right. Get on board here with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Prim. The great results, 1,114 units of profit last 7 days. El Ninos in action here with a 3-pack here from the NBA. Of course, 3-pack is credit guarantee, meaning it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee there with the 5-pack here from El Ninos. Also, these plays sold individually. NHL single play up there as well. But again, here we are on December the 14th. You may consider L's 30-day All Sports Pass. Get all of El Ninos' premium plays here for the next 30 days. That covers all the bowl seasons, right? We have 41 bowl games. We have the championship game. He'll select from those plays. That's also included there in that 30-day All Sports Pass. All those NFL, remember, that will cover the final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season, all those NHL, as well as college hoops. And, of course, the World Cup final that's coming up. I don't know if it'll be in action in third place game, but the NHL, the World Cup is also would be part of that 1 month All Sports Pass. So get on board with El Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. All right, Al, as always, great having you here on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got it, Ninos here on the drive. So remind you guys, if you miss any of our picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. So make sure you stay tuned for that. We've seen a lot of people there in the chat room coming in. So stay tuned. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're now going to go ahead and welcome in Rod Zawacky. You'll find him over at Pick Dodge Premium. Good to us here on the show. Let's get in Rod right now. Rod, what's happening?
Hey, not too much, Tony. Enjoying the Wednesday. Enjoyed the soccer. We said yesterday France got us a nice win, so definitely enjoyed the soccer.
Very enjoyed the soccer and looking forward to the final, right? And they weren't too bad about it's going to finish right when the morning games start in NFL, so people were getting all worried, the time, the schedule. I thought it was okay. I don't mind the afternoon, morning action.
I don't mind that. We watch some soccer in the morning and then tune right in and continue watching football all day. So I can't complain about that.
No, none whatsoever. So yeah, I don't know what the big beef was. I understand it was a little later in the year, but it fit in okay as far as I'm concerned. So we're going to the ice tonight here as the Flames here host the Canucks. Calgary Lane here minus 185, total 6.5.
Yeah, you look at this one and this Calgary team. You know how much I love the Calgary team, so we won't use any choice words, but. We just keep it. It's just the way I was raised to fade this Calgary team. And if you look, this is the first game for Calgary back off that road trip. That definitely wasn't a good road trip. We've seen Calgary drop 3 straight. They have battled in some, but the scoring hasn't showed up. One goal in games definitely is not going to get the job done. Not against this Canucks team. Spencer Martin gets the start again, and as Demko's still struggling with injuries. But Martin's been good since he's come in and taken over for Demko. He's 8-3-1 on the season. Nothing wrong with that, getting wins. And you look at Markstrom, he's been playing pretty good hockey. He's just been not getting the scoring help to get those wins. Last time out, he made 37 saves on 38 shots and still lost in overtime to Montreal. But you look at this Canucks on the road. This Canucks team scoring an average of 3.7 goals a game on the road this season, and that's 6th in the NHL. So Vancouver's definitely got the offense, and I've seen Markstrom give up some shaky goals this season. And you look at this Flames team; they're definitely scoring one line. You look at division-wise, head-to-head when these teams play division foes. The Canucks are scoring over a goal a game more than this Calgary team. We're going to take the Canucks here. Canucks 5-0 in their last 5 on the road. They're also 6-1 in their last 7 versus division rivals. And you look at this Flames team; they are 1-5 in their last 6 in a 4-game and 6-night situation. And you look at it, this is like 7 games in 11 nights for the Flames. They played a lot of hockey in less than a 2-week period here. I think this is their first game back home, and they're going to struggle. We're going to take the Canucks and that nice big plus money here to snag a win over these Flames.
All right, Rod, here on the Canucks plus 160 against the Flames. You're looking at some of the angles here. Canucks have won their past 5 on the road. They've also won 6 of their past 7 in the division against the Pacific Conference, 5 of their past 6 against the Western Conference. So some really good angles here on the Canucks side.
Yeah, definitely, right? They've actually started to come to life since their rough start of the season. But even in those games, I've always said they've been competitive. Sure, they've had some complete collapses, but they're young, fast, and gritty team, and they're starting to turn things around and add some wins. So I like this gritty division battle here for the Canucks to snag a win. I know Markstrom's he's the little better goalie, but the team's not giving him the support and getting those pucks in the net. And I think Spencer Martin comes up and has a nice big game here, and Snake gets another win for the Canucks, making him the first star in tonight's game. All
right, there you go. We got Rod here with the Canucks plus 160 against the Flames. This one will have a start time of 10 p.m. Eastern time, one of your late night games tonight. All right, Rod, let's take a look over at Pick Dog for tonight's action. 10-game NBA card. Bowl season upon us here, just a few more days on Friday. Of course, we got the 10-game NBA, 3 from the ice, some college hoops as well. What do you have going over at Pick Dog Premium?
And tonight over at Pick Dog Premium, I've got my 10-star NHL Mega Money Blast. You can get that singly. That's my top-rated play on the ice tonight. Second only to it's just beat out this play that I'm giving you here on the Canucks. My other play I got going, I got a $15 NBA Rim Rocker. You can scoop that up, $15 singly. Or it's Wise Man Wednesday, and I've got 5 plays, which include my NHL Mega Money Blast, plus the $15 NBA Rim Rocker. You can get all 5 plays that I've got going tonight in tonight's action. Wise Man Wednesday, scoop that up. Or now's that time, grab a 3-day, grab a 7-day, or even grab a 30-day. Get you right into next year's action. So definitely, or use that 2-for-1 capper deal. Pair me up with any one of the other hot cappers you can see over at Big Dogs Premium. And always 2 heads are always better than 1. So definitely don't miss it on that. Or, as we always say, I got a bowl pass there. If you just want college football, you can scoop it up for $149. Use that promo code PICK at checkout. Save 15% off all your purchases of $25 more over at Big Dogs Premium.
That's right, guys. Again, over with Rod Zawacky over at Pig Dogs Premium. His featured play is Rod's Wise Men Wednesday 5-pack up there. 5-pack actually. His Rim Rocker is also part of that 5-pack. It's got NBA, NHL, Mega Money Blast in there. Clobber the bookmaker with Rod's 5-pack tonight. Credit guarantee, must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. For side credits, that is credit guarantee. A lot of these plays are sold individually. I know that $15 Rim Rocker is sold individually as well at $15 credit guarantee. Again, here we are. You could also consider Rod's Bowl Pass, which he puts at affordable pricing. College football bowls. Remember, we got covers all the bowls that are in action. The 41 plus the championship game at $149. A very affordable price there for Rod's College Football Bowl Pass. Get all of his bowl plays there. Also use that promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. So really good value now. Rod was hot in college football. Getting ready for the bowl games here early Friday morning. So get on board there with that bowl package from Rod Zawacky. All right, Rod, it's always great having you show. We can catch you on the mornings every day at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Reminder about the Puck Dogs with that show with you and Chris with the hockey, and of course you're out there running the Pig Dogs Become a Capper contest as well. A lot going on.
Yeah, lots going on at Pig Dogs and SCP betting. We got the morning show with me, Chris, and Mitch. Definitely lots of insightful information we've been sharing there. Definitely enjoy that show. Good times. Also, me and Chris definitely really enjoying doing the Puck Dogs show, the videos on all the hockey, and our Puck Dogs parlay has been Mr. Fire. Definitely go check those out. And yeah, the Cappers contest, hot heavy. There's a link there in the post on Instagram. You can check it out. You can even check out the leaderboards, how everybody else is doing, and you can check out what people are sharing in the pics. Head on over to Instagram while you're over there. Smash the like button and subscribe over to the Pig Dogs Instagram, and you can follow the Cappers contest over there. That's definitely got me busy. Also, all the sports has got me busy. Love this time of year. Busy. Sleep. We'll do that when we're dead.
That's right. They keep that 64-ounce coffee cup right next to you.
It's here.
It's there.
It's ready to go. It's full all the time. It's ready to go.
He's ready to roll there. Indeed, to keep him rolling here with that. The
only thing I'm missing is the IV. You just move the intravenously, put the coffee in here, and we're good to go.
There you go. Good to go there. No doubt about that. So get on board with Rod Zawacky, guys. And, of course, check him out over on Pig Dogs with the video series and the Puck Dogs. And, of course, the morning show. Like, subscribe, set notifications. So when those videos drop, you get them and get the best numbers there from Rod Zawacky. All right, Rod, keep those likes, those thumbs up coming up. All right, then, of course, we do have a request here from Lando86 as you exit. It's time for the Canuck dance.
Oh, we're going to do the Canuck dance?
There you go. All right, there you go. You got the Canuck dance as requested there in the chat room because Rod is on the Canucks. All right, Rod, have a great evening. We'll talk again here on Steak Friday.
Hey, have yourself a good evening, Tony. Good luck with all your bets. Good luck with all your bets, everybody else. See everybody tomorrow morning. And maybe if you got space tomorrow, maybe I'll pop in if I'm bored. If not, I'll see you Friday. Steak Friday.
We got a request here from Jay Thru. Is there a leaderboard link up yet?
It might not be up yet, but if it isn't, it will be up with tomorrow's picks. Like tomorrow's pick post, Mitch is going to add the link in there for the leaderboard. And if it's not there, if it's not there already, he might have already added it into today's pick post. You can check it out, but I haven't had a chance to look to see if he's got it up there. But as he said on the morning show, it'll definitely be on tomorrow's pick post.
You got it.
It'll be up within a few hours from now. So later tonight, after all the action, watch for that, and it'll pop up.
You got it there from Rod. All right, Rod.
Thanks. 2 weeks to go. So
2 weeks to go.
Easy on the leaderboard. No need to leaderboard watch. Just I'm telling you, you start watching the leaderboard, and you're going to get yourself in trouble. Just focus one day at a time. It's not a marathon. It's definitely not a sprint. It's a marathon. So slowly, one day at a time. Take one day at a time. Worry about yourself. Focus on what you like. Don't try to look at somebody else and try to change your game up just because you're on day 3.
Think of it as a
and,
Belmont
and it looks
Stakes.
like you're behind. So yeah, that's what happens. And then you start second guessing yourself, and you start judging, and it's too early, man. You have 14 days. If you look, just think, if you make $50 a day over those 14 days, what are you at over 14 days? It doesn't take much.
It's like a two-turn horse race. It's like a two-turn horse race.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't look at the leaderboard for at least 10 days, myself personally. Just not even going to look at it.
Yep. Just roll with it, man. Because you get hot, and before you know it, boom. You're right there with
boom,
the
you're caught up. And I'm telling you, in the 3 years of doing this, I've watched the winner of these contests come who are behind in these first few days. No doubt. The guy that's taken off in the lead that I've seen, he crashes every time. He gets all cocky. He's all like, "Yeah, woo, look at me," and I was like, "Boo."
Sometimes sometimes they get too obvious, right? They play the little mind game, start to play a little bit. So
to play it, yeah, you're like, "Oh, I got this. This is easy," and then you're just like, "Oh, I'm going to whoop everybody," and then, oh, I'm telling you.
Yep, no doubt about that. All right, Rod, have a great night, and we'll talk with you again on Friday.
Definitely. Take care, Tony. Have yourself a good night. Have a good night, everybody. Don't forget to smash that thumbs up. It doesn't hit you back.
Won't hit you back. It won't hit you back. All right. Rod Zawacky here on the drive to hit those thumbs up, guys. We greatly appreciate it. Of course, as we mentioned here, like, subscribe, set notifications. Those thumbs up were greatly appreciated. And, of course, set the bell. So when we're live, you're live with us. Get those notifications and watch us live. All right. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Now it's time for my pick. Let me go ahead and put up my game information for you here. We're going to look here at this one between the Bulls and the Knicks. The Bulls laying 4.5. Total of 227. I'm going to be here on the favorite in this game. I'm going to be going against the Knicks. I'll be looking here at the Bulls here, laying the 4.5. And in this one, we know Toppin's out. I'm going to hit the refresh on this injury report, see if there's any additions here on this line. And the biggest concern here is Brunson, right? I think his status is huge here. As a matter of fact, this line was from 4, and we saw it creep up to 4.5 here. So let me see if there's any news here on Brunson, because he was definitely on the questionable side here. As we're about an hour away from tip-off. So I'm going to see if I can get any late update here as I wait for the refresh. I think a lot of people are trying to refresh their injury reports, but anyway, we'll get back to it once it finishes here. Refreshing. One thing to note here actually now we can still say here that still on the questionable side. So let me see if I can find any media report here. Questionable here on Wednesday. Brunson's foot and he suffered that contusion in Sunday's game against the Kings, and there's question whether or not he can take the floor here on Wednesday, and we won't know until game time. So it looks like it will be a game time decision here for Jalen Brunson, who's averaging 20 points, 6 assists, 3.3 rebounds a game, and that's the concern there on the New York side. Chicago, and they come off that injury defeat to Atlanta, but they were aggressive on the glass, and when you look at the Bulls, they've won 3 straight at home. And in those home games, they sit third in offensive efficiency. They're averaging 122 points per 100 possessions while giving up 107.4. So pretty good little run here by the Bulls at home. And you look at the Knicks over their past 5 games, they're only hitting 44%. So I will look here at the Bulls here, laying the 4.5. Remember, Jalen Brunson's status is in question. Still questionable. We won't know until game time. That'll be the play here. Bulls laying 4.5, and I believe, let me look at my live line, see if there's any line movement. And we are actually seeing the line come down to 3.5 now. So maybe there's some news here on Brunson. Let me double check here. Brunson's still questionable. We know Toppin's out, and we know Caruso is going to play. And we're still questionable here on Brunson, but we did see that line come down to 3.5. So still, I still like it. So do your shopping. Now, these lines are fluid here, and we'll see how the road goes. Yeah, there's a lot of people waiting to play the Knicks if Brunson goes. I'm going to be on the Bulls based on their home performance here. Right now, if you shop, you can find 3. It was 4.5 about an hour ago, so we've seen some really late movement on this game here with the Bulls. Guys, check out Pick Dogs Premium. I got 4 premiums up there. I got my $15 premium is up there right now from College Hoops. Also, I've got a 3-pack up there from NBA and college basketball combined. When they're 2 from the NBA, 1 from College Hoops. So I have a 3-pack up there as well as my $15 premium. So get on board there. You can also go with my long-term passes, 3, 7, or 30-day All Sports Pass. Get all of my pre and plays for that period of time. You select when you go to my handicapper page and make that purchase. You can also use a promo code PICK at checkout. You'll save 15% off. Also, with that 2-for-1 cap promotion, you can also match me up with one of your favorite cappers there on the 2-for-1 cap promotion. So go ahead and get signed up. All right, let's continue on here on the drive-thru. We're going to do one more status update here on Brunson, and still the same, still a game time decision. All right, let's continue on here now. It's time to recap. Let's recap the games from today. Wait, Chris was on Western Kentucky plus 7.5 against Louisville. McMordie was on the Trailblazers laying 7.5 here against the Spurs. Ninos Nuggets, just the first quarter, laid the 3.5 against the Wizards. Rod Zawacky Canucks plus 160 against the Flames. And I'm on the Bulls here. I had the Bulls at minus 4.5. And, of course, we've seen it now down to 3.5 here against the Knicks. The one I like the most, I like with Big L here, Trailblazers, the way they're playing. I like that side from from tonight's card. That's going to do it for this edition of the Drive-Thru, guys. Make sure you're tuning in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll do it all over again. We'll bring in our cappers here from Pig Dogs and SCP Betting. They'll get with their live free picks for the games in prime time. And don't forget to get started every single day, 10 a.m. Eastern Time with that morning show. You got Mitch, you got Chris, you got Rod, and of course all the fine video series over at Pig Dogs, like Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes, the Betting Tools Show, the Puck Dogs with Chris and Rod with the NHL picks. We got Jay's Jam Session with the NBA, every play on the board with picks. Ron Romanelli with his bank shot rundown from college hoops, college basketball picks from Ron Romanelli. Jovan with his parlay of the day video. They just shot today the NFL show with a pick from every game on the board. Big Al, Jay, and Mitch. So lots happened over at Pick Dogs. Remember, guys, like, subscribe, set notifications, be live, get with us to get the live plays in real time, and also set notifications. Get notified when those great video series are going to drop. That's going to do it for our show tonight. Let's go ahead and bring in our cappers on the show from today. We're going to go ahead and wave goodbye to you guys.